and you're like, and I always remind myself not to complain because Rush, I was like, I can't do all this.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, enjoy this, enjoy this. And I remember I luckily did the Seth Meyers show, which was so lucky. And then I had to fly to Boston. And like, I was so crazy that the person at the TSA or whatever you call them at the airport is like, you can leave, please leave your computers in your suitcases. And I was like, I've never heard of that before. So I did.
Yeah.
And then I go through and you got to wait, for your suitcase to come through and the thing stops. And everybody's like, where's our suitcases? Where's our suitcase? And I go, somebody's computer jammed the conveyor belt. And I was like, what an ass in my head. I get to the hotel room in Boston. I have no computer. I'm like, oh, it was me. I honestly didn't even care at that point because I was so exhausted. But I remember then I went on the show up there and I told the girl, I said, I'm so dead. I go, it's almost over. It's almost over. She said, yeah, but when it's over, the down times. And I go, right.
Yeah.
And then of course, a couple weeks later, it was like, wah, wah, wah. Now I'm like,
wait,
this movie come out on.
Good. Nope. Nope.
Yes. I'm like, I gotta get off my high horse because now back to the doldrums.
My football coach said this in high school at our the big dinner, and he was like, Mark is the only person I ever met who, when it was the last week of practice, was just downright pissed off. The same way with when I was at the American Academy for school.
Yeah.
It would be like the last show.
Oh.
And I would be so angry. And people were like, aren't you excited? Like, we get new plays next week. Like, this is it. We're done with this one. But I spent so much time with this guy.